Hey, this is Adina at Restless Curiosity. Welcome to another travel vlog.
I'm here at Point Lobos and this is the very end of it. So this is China Cove, or I think it's also called the Bird Island. There's a parking lot right here, and then there is a restroom down there. They're actually flush toilets, and I went just a few minutes ago. You know, they're in decent condition considering this is a state park. So yeah, just so you know, it is so beautiful here, so beautiful. No wonder it is designated as the gem of the state parks of California. Apparently it is considered the most beautiful state park, and I have to agree with that. Not that I have visited all the state parks, however, of the ones that I have visited, this one definitely takes the crown. You guys, look at the color of that water. Incredible. How beautiful is that? Wow. Oh my gosh, can you imagine living in one of those homes over there? I mean, you could never get tired of this view, could you? And then imagine having this as a private beach, because it doesn't look like there's public access to it. There's a trail coming down from those homes over there, so it's pretty much a private beach, even though it's part of a state park. It's just gorgeous. So amazing. So it turns out this is a very short trail, but it's taking me a long time because it's so beautiful. I keep stopping every minute to take photos and videos. I mean, it's just like pure heaven. Absolutely gorgeous. This is the kind of place where you can bring your kids, or your parents or your grandparents, or really anybody can come. It's so easily accessible, you know, it's an easy walk, and there are parking lots at every trailhead, so it's just so beautiful and easy to visit. Okay, here's another lookout. I'm going to turn the camera around. Hi there, nice to meet you too.
From Sun City, Lincoln, California.
Thanks for saying hi.
The beauty of traveling, aside from the gorgeous places we get to see, are the lovely people we meet on the road, such as the sweet couple that you just saw there. I love that part of traveling. It's always the best opportunity to meet just the nicest people in the world. So this here is at the tip of China Cove. That is Bird Island out there in the water, and you can see all the birds, mostly pelicans, on the island. So this area here is not really a trail. These are tide pools, and if you come at the right time, you can see all sorts of little creatures in the water. Let's go check it out if we can spot anything right now. Last time I was here, there were so many little clams and other little sea creatures in there. It was really cool to watch them. This is what it looks like, and then the parking lot is right up there, so easy to get down to. Well, I didn't get to see anything in the crevices and in the little pools this time. So it just depends which time of the year you go. You have to sort of get lucky. I just want to feel this water. Well, it looks crystal clear. It's not very cold. Okay, I take it back. It is cold. Okay, I'm off on my second hike, proper hike. I went to China Cove or the Bird Island, and then I stopped by the tide pools, and this is sort of like the second proper hike that I'm going on. They do have some benches along the way, you know, if you want to take a little rest. There are lots of seals over here in this area. I can't see them very well. I see some of them in the water. There must be many more out on the rocks over there because I can hear them really well. back at the parking lot. It is such a dilemma because I do have about 40 minutes left until closing time, but I know I'm not going to finish the other trail, so I guess I'll just call it a day and go and get something for dinner. I am very hungry. Or maybe just hang out here until closing time. It's a pretty sweet view. I am back at Point Lobos State Park, and I'm going to do a couple of trails that I didn't get to do last time. This is the first parking lot, and it's usually the busiest and the hardest to find parking in. There's some porta potties there. There is an information center and some maps, and then just up there at the beginning of the trails there are a couple of flush toilets as well. And there is another map right up there, which reminds me, I left my map in the car. However, it's okay, I'll be fine. So this is where I'm going. I'm going to check out the Cypress Grove and also the North Shore Trail. I think I'm going to start with the North Shore actually. Here's the map for that. I will show you in 1 second. I'm going to turn around the camera so you can see. This is the area where I'm going to today, Cypress Grove Trail, and then the North Shore Trail, and then after that I'm gonna go back to Whalers Cove, where I've been a couple of years ago, but I really don't have good footage of it. Here I go on the North Shore Trail. I have done this before years ago, and it's beautiful. But I decided to come back so I would do a vlog for YouTube, because back in those days I was just so focused on Instagram. Everything is vertical. So beautiful. And the funny thing is, the parking lot is full. There's so many people, it seems like when you get to the parking lot. I had to wait not too long, maybe like 5 minutes for an empty space. And yet you go out on the trail and look, nobody ahead of me, nobody behind me. There's enough space here so the crowds can sort of disperse. And then of course there are some spots, some of the lookouts where there might be a small gathering of people, but I wouldn't really call it a crowded place, you know, it has except for the parking lots. Not sure if the smell is coming all the way from the water, from the seals. It kind of does smell like the elephant seal smell when you're close to them, or perhaps there's some dead animal here in the bushes. I don't know, it smells really bad here on the trail right now, but it's okay, it's still pretty. Check out that view, so beautiful. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but I'm pretty sure this here is Guillemot Island. It's like I reached the edge of the coast, and this is where the trail kind of goes down towards Whalers Cove. Let's go take a look. Okay, so I decided to go a little further up on this trail towards Whalers Cove. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to do the loop or if I'm going to turn around. It remains to be decided. I'm so glad I decided to take the trail this way. It's really pretty. So I just returned from the North Shore Trail, which turns out it does not connect with the Cypress Grove. It does connect with Whalers Cove. It goes all the way. So now I'm on the Cypress Grove Trail, and the beginning of it looks very similar to the other one. I mean, they're parallel for a little bit in the beginning. And I think this one is the most popular in the park. So the trail splits into two, but it goes in a loop, so we'll end up here. I'm gonna go on the right and then we'll end up here on the left. Actually, I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna go to the left because if I remember correctly, that way there's gonna be less climbing. I think I'll be coming mostly down. I'm not sure actually, but I'm gonna go to the left actually. A beautiful day. Yesterday it was overcast, so I'm glad the sun came out today, even though it makes it warmer, but it looks prettier. So it is the very last days of August, and as you can see, a lot of the trees are pretty dried out. I'm sure they're a lot greener in the spring. Still really pretty though. Check out this tree. Reminds me of the sequoias. Really great memories because a couple of years ago I came here with my mom and my sister on our Christmas vacation. We had a really lovely time. there. I'm pretty sure that is Sea Lion Point. What a lookout. You can see this copper colored moss on the trees is so interesting, and if you come in the springtime there's a lot more of it on the trees, like really fascinating and pretty. I'm not sure if it's moss, I'm calling it moss, but I'm not actually sure what it is. There's a lot more on this particular tree. Not sure if you can see. So as you can see, the parking lot is pretty crowded right now. There are several cars waiting for a spot, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were closing off the entry probably at some point. But you know, people are coming and going, so I'm not sure like how, at what point they decide. I'm not sure at what point they decide to close the entrance, because they do close it when the parking lots are very full, and you want to come when you can come inside the park, because walking in all the way from the PCH adds quite a bit to your hike, and I don't recommend it. I would say have some backup plans. So drive out here to Point Lobos, and if you cannot enter, then maybe go down to Big Sur, do some of the hikes there, and then come back for the afternoon, because they do open up the entry once, you know, some people leave the park. My light just won't focus. So I would just say that just keep trying, because it's really quite unpleasant if you have to park along the PCH and do that extra hike. You would rather spend the time inside the park and see all the sights. In my opinion. So this is the parking lot for Whalers Point, and as you can see, it's not nearly as busy as up at the main parking lots, you know, at the Cypress Grove. Actually, there are quite a few empty spots over there, and this here is a very popular launch spot for divers. Right here, as you can see. Here I turned around the camera so you can see better. The water is very rich in vegetation, so there are a lot of seals and otters who come to feed on them. So up there that way there's a little museum, and then there's a trail that goes around the water that way, and then I saw people up on that hill too, so I'm gonna go and check that out first. So I think going up the stairs would connect the trail with the North Shore Trail eventually, not too far from here. And then I'm gonna go right this way. to be in an area of the park that is less crowded, I would definitely say come to Whalers Cove. Far fewer people come to this area compared to the other parts of the park. Oh, it looks like this was just a little loop there. Okay, so I'm going to check out part of the North Trail so that I will have it finished completely, because I turned back there and I said I would check out this side of it when I drive down to Whalers Cove, so I'm going to do that right now. I will climb up the stairs and then connect with the part of the trail that I was doing earlier. I have treated myself to so many pastries and ice cream, and just sweets. There was a very pretty cupcake I found at Whole Foods the other day. So a few extra stairs can definitely fit into my workout schedule. I see the cove where I turned back earlier. Not very many people come out here, so this is definitely a less traveled trail. So this here is Whalers cabin, which is now a little museum. Let's go inside. Let me know if you have questions. Thank you. It smells so amazing under these trees. So supposedly it's a short trail, only 0.36 miles one way. These trees are really tall. They're skinny, but they're tall. Oh, look at that bench there. Isn't that a great spot? So the sign says this is Shoot Point. This is such a beautiful trail, and I can't believe most people skip it. It's a really, really gorgeous trail, and so few people come this way. So as you can see, it gets a little narrow and bushy here. I'm very curious to see what Granite Point is going to look like. And where's this bushy trail taking me? What kind of lookout is it taking me out to? I do want to go back there because there was another trail continuing straight, and there was a beautiful view of Monarch Beach and Moscow from the distance. So I want to check that out too. I should almost be there. Okay, here I am at Granite Point. So it's just like the top of the hill, very rocky. I guess that's why they call it granite, and it's just a beautiful view of that beach over there. And I guess it was called Shoot Point or something like it. I have to check it again. Right over there, and there's the parking lot for Whalers Cove. So that's the cove. That's Whalers Cove over there, and then over there that would be the coast along the North Shore Trail. I just realized
This is not Granite Point. That over there is Granite Point. Where is it? Right there. So just a little further down the trail. So I'm gonna head over there right now. Ooh, look at all the pelicans over there. Let's zoom in. So up there on the hill, that's the monastery that the beach gets its name from. So right there is Monastery Beach, and it's really cool because you're just driving on the PCH and you can stop right there and go out to the beach, and it's so beautiful. A small beach but really lovely. I love stopping there. It does get really windy sometimes, but I do love it. What an amazing view. What an amazing, amazing view. And there's absolutely nobody here. People just miss out on this trail. Okay, this is 100% worth it. I would say most definitely make the trek out here. I mean, it's not a trek because really it's just, you know, so close to the cypress grove. It's just instead of going out, make sure you turn down to the left if you're driving out from the park, or if you're going to do this area first, then look for the sign and come to Whalers Cove, like to the right from the entrance. But do not miss out on this area. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. All right, through the bushes and the woods, back I go. Wait, so I think this is the path to the beach, the little beach that's there in the cove. I'm gonna go check it out, like how difficult it is to get down there. I do have some time, so I might as well just check out all the nooks and little spots here. Oh, look at that! I'm down at the beach in the cove. How cool! Okay, so it's very easy to get down to this beach. So if you want to, you can plan on that. You can plan on actually spending time here. It is quite lovely, you know, hang out here. I mean, if you're an excellent swimmer, you could probably go for a little swim too. As long as you don't mind all the vegetation, because I see there's a lot of vegetation in the water. I'm so excited. I found this spot and I decided to walk down here. Let me show you just how short the trail is. So this is the beach right here, and I'm going to film the hike back to the trail, to the main trail that is, so you can see just how quick it is to get down here. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, I'm trying to focus on the light. There we go. Okay, so it's just like a minute or two, and I turn this around so you can also see the trail. There we go. This is it. So this is the turnoff here to the beach, and this is Granite Trail here, coming down from the stairs and continuing on that way. There's the sign right there, and then I haven't gone this way yet, but I see that it's blocked off over there. But anyway, I'm gonna go check out what's over there. Okay, so the trail is completely closed here, and there is no other trail here, so this would be the one going on to Moscow. And there is a sign here not to disturb the seals, and there is a little trail here, so I guess that might go out there to closer to the coast, but it says not to do that, so I'm not going to, and I'm just gonna go back on the Granite Trail and back to the parking lot. I'm very curious to see how much I walked today. I should definitely have my 10K steps, definitely. I'm hoping there's way more than that. And then I'm ready for some dinner, and I have to decide what I'm going to have tonight. Back through the bushes and through the woods I go. And there's the beach that I just showed you a little bit earlier.
Thank you so much for joining me on this little trip around Point Lobos. I hope you enjoyed. Take care. Hope to see you on the next one.